Just have you seen guys on defense bounce back the past couple of practices with the week off and take a step back?
Yeah, we had a good bye week. I'm sure Coach Frost talked about it, but we went back to basics a little bit, fundamentals, tackling, some base defense, good on good reps. So, we got to go against our offensive line, our skill players, so I thought that was really good to see some speed and some good on good blocking. But the guys, they bounced back. They've done a nice job these last couple of weeks.
Frost was talking about emphasis just on basic running plays, a lot of inside zone, offensively, defensively. What were you trying to evaluate during that?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, me and Coach Frost scripted the practice together, so they kind of saw what they wanted to see, and we got to see what we wanted to see a little bit. It was a pretty work-together scenario. It wasn't one of those deals where, they're running plays where they get free shots. It was pretty much, we're going to go smash each other up front. We're going to stop stretch. We're going to stop inside zone. They're going to run inside zone, run stretch, and then run some pass plays off of it. But it was good work.
Is that kind of by design for you guys to physicality?
Yeah, I think anytime you're in a bye week scenario, you got to evaluate where you're at. Sometimes you're in a position where you're playing really well and you need to recover and you need to maybe get the young guys reps and those type of things. We're not at that position. We're at a position where we need to get better every single week. We need to continue to get more physical. We need to continue to develop players and develop fundamentals.
What does it mean to you guys?
I think they've done a really good job on offense. I know they've got Coach DeBoer there who did a nice job at Fresno last year. They're a West Coast spread offense. They use the tight end really well. They've got a nice slot receiver, and then they've got some big guys on the edge. And obviously they've played both quarterbacks. Both guys can run. Both guys can distribute the football. But they've got a nice offensive scheme, and they spread the ball around a lot, which is, a lot of times there's a main target. These guys do a nice job of getting a lot of players involved and getting a lot of players in football.
Is there much difference depending on which quarterback's in there?
I don't think that the scheme is much different, and obviously those guys have been, I think Penix has been banged up a little bit, but I think they're going to run their offense. Whether one guy wants to pull it a little more in the quarterback read stuff is one thing, but the offense isn't going to dramatically change.
How much should just getting healed up help you guys?
I'd like to say that's huge, but that's football. We're banged up, so is everybody else. It's nice to get healed up. It's nice to get those guys some rest, but at the end of the day, you got to be able to play when you're hurt a little bit, especially in the Big Ten.
When you think about sacks, tackles for loss, and takeaways, how do you feel like you guys have done in Big Ten play, and how can you maybe ignite that?
Not nearly good enough. We haven't done, and we just got to keep working. We've got to be better up front. We've got to be better in the back end. We've got to make some plays on the football. Eyes have been really bad in the last few weeks. Guys just not getting lined up fast enough and not getting their eyes where they need to be. Seeing some goes, seeing what you're not supposed to see. If you can correct their eyes, I think we're going to, and which we've done a lot in the last few weeks. It wasn't putting in a whole bunch of new stuff. It was going back to basics, and here's where your eyes need to be. You can't be an eye violator out there and play good football. I don't care if you're at the high school level or college level or the NFL level. You have to have your eyes where they're supposed to be, and we haven't for the last couple of weeks.
I know it's simplistic to say, hey, we need a guy that can just go get the quarterback, regardless of our scheme, but do you feel like you have players in your system that can just go make that play and challenge and tackle the way that David Brady pass rusher can?
Yeah, I think we got some guys that can rush the passer. We obviously are going to try to find some guys that are, dominant pass rushers. We have some guys that can do that. Unfortunately, the last couple of weeks we haven't really earned the right to do that. We haven't done a good enough job on first down to warrant a second and long or a third and long. So that's part of it too. Getting them in a must-pass situation, and we haven't done a great job of that.
You guys are going to wear your alternate uniforms this week. I know for the defense, that's kind of a special deal for you. What's been the message to the defense about just everything that uniform is supposed to represent?
We haven't talked about it at length yet. Coach Frost just kind of brought it up to him. I can't remember if it was this morning or last night. So we're going to get into that a little bit. But obviously, anytime you put that shirt on, it's better mean a lot. Have we earned the right to wear that? Probably not. But that's what it's scheduled to be worn. So it better mean a lot this week, and you better represent it when you put it on.
Tanner played, I think, maybe the first couple drives of that Minnesota game, and then he left. Was he dinged up, or did you not like something you were seeing from him?
Yeah, I mean he's had some injuries where he hasn't been able to practice a ton and hasn't been 100% knowing what's going on. So we're getting him in a little bit, and there's a few times where he was a little bit lost, and also he's a little dinged up. So it's just a combination of both.
Are you still trying to find maybe the right combination of guys at that outside backer?
Absolutely.
Who else are you looking at other than JoJo?
Yeah, Garrett Nelson's done a great job. He's come along every time he's gotten the game. With that guy, right, wrong, or indifferent, he's going to play really hard and he's going to go smash somebody. So I think he's earned the right to get some more reps.
Is the turnover conversation similar to rushing the passer and getting into third down situations? I mean, forced 9 in the first 3 games and it's dried up.
Yeah, I think turnovers can happen at all times. Right now, we're just, you're not getting to a point where you're not getting enough guys to the football. When guys get to the football, that's when turnovers get caused. That's when tip balls and overthrows get caused, and guys catch tips. That's where fumbles get stripped. When you're getting more and more guys to the football, we haven't been doing that lately, and that's got to change.
So he had his offense similar to yours?
Yeah, I mean, there's some similarities, definitely structurally. And it's, as Coach Frost, as you've seen this offense evolve from Oregon 2009 to now, there's been a lot of stuff. There's not a ton of plays where you haven't seen other than quarterback under center, power and those types of things. But just about everything in the spread game we've seen at some point or another, and they have a lot of similar concepts.
If those jerseys are permanent, Coach Frost mentioned earlier in the season that he wants them to be something that they earned with a great performance before. But with this, do you kind of embrace the opportunity of maybe a great performance with these black shirts kind of starts that tradition?
Absolutely. You think you put those things on and you go out and have a great day. That'll set the tone for what it's supposed to be from here on.
Good. All right, thanks.